Hello viewers, this is Govt Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news. And now the news in details. Why government cannot share private donations as palliative, says Lai Muhammed. The federal government says funds donated by the private sector towards fighting coronavirus are meant for development of healthcare infrastructure and cannot be used to provide palliatives during lockdown. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, gave the explanation on Tuesday when he featured on a Radio Nigerian program, Politics Nationwide, monitored by the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN. Mohammed was responding to comments from Nigerians requesting that part of the billions of naira being donated by public-spirited individuals and private institutions should be shared to the people to caution the effect of the extended lockdown. The minister said that the Presidential Task Force for the Control of Coronavirus was neither with the money nor in control of it and could not share a penny from the fund to anyone. The private sector donors are not giving any cash to the federal government, and they have made this clear to the people. They said they will support the fight against the pandemic by asking government where they want the healthcare infrastructure to be provided. What government has done is to request them to build a 30-bed isolation ward and a 10-bed intensive care unit in each state in the country. In addition, the federal government has given them a list of equipment and commodities that will also be needed. Therefore, the issue of using their donations to provide palliatives cannot arise, he said. Mohammed further said that in addressing the issue of palliatives, every country adopted peculiar strategy that was workable and acceptable. He said that Nigeria was leading and remained the best in the whole of Africa in the area of provision of palliative to citizens as the world battled the scourge. The minister said that the federal government are taking a lot of measures to caution the effect of COVID-19 on Nigerians, including food distribution, cash transfers, and loan repayment waivers. He recalled that on March 18, government reduced the price of petrol from 145 per litre to 125 per litre, with that reduction going further down to 123.50 per litre. The minister added that President Muhammad Buhari had directed a 3-month repayment moratorium for all trade money, market money, and farmer money loans, as well as federal government-funded loans issued by the Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, and the Nigerian Export-Import Bank. He said that interest rate for intervention fund had been slashed from 9 to 5%, while the CBN put aside 50 billion naira fund to help SMEs. Mohammed said that to caution the effect of the lockdown, satellite towns around Lagos and Abuja were being given relief materials, while the vulnerable and those in IDP camps are being taken care of. He said that besides the 2 months payment of conditional cash transfer monthly stipend, the president ordered that the social register be expanded from 2.6 million households to 3.6 million households in the next 2 weeks. The minister said that the president had set up a ministerial committee to ensure the economy adapted to the new reality and another body to minimize the impact of the pandemic in the 2020 farming section. NAN reports that apart from the $30 million, about 11.4 billion naira recently donated by the NNPC and 33 of its partners, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) had said that monetary contributions by the private sector coalition against COVID-19 has totaled up to about 15 billion naira. According to his spokesperson Isaac Okarofo, the fund, domiciled in an account set up under CAR-COVID, has so far received donations from 37 donors, including individuals, banks, and other corporate organizations. Details of the contribution showed that the CBN and Aliko Dangote Foundation contributed 2 billion naira each. Wow. So our government, they've definitely collected a huge amount of money, you can imagine. And here we have, this man is still saying that government cannot share private donations as palliative. You can imagine this. In fact, it looks as if we don't understand what is going on in the country right now, because the way everything is being operated is like to their own. They are being sentimental about it, and it is being operated to their own interest. So guys, what do you think about this news? What is your own take? Your comment is highly appreciated. You can imagine this. These people, they will just give promise, and at the end of the day, they will not fulfill the promise. You can imagine. They've been talking about this money for a while now. And you can imagine this. Lai Muhammed is saying that government cannot share private donations as palliative upon all the contributions that all the billionaires in the country contributed. Where did they spend the money? And that's the problem we are facing in our country right now. They made promise, they don't fulfill the promise. And Nigerians are suffering. It is just so uncalled for. You know, Nigerians are saying that comment is inhuman from the Minister of Information. If you ask people to stay indoor, what do you intend they eat and feed on within 2 weeks? Please, let's be reasonable to ourselves. It's unfair and uncalled for. The government can use the money as a palliative measure to the citizens, as hunger is another virus that can kill. Exactly. Hunger is even worse. Hunger can kill somebody. If somebody does not have a food to eat, what do you expect from such person? Such person can die because of hunger. And you can imagine what Lai Muhammed is saying. Somebody that does not have a conscience at all. Talking as if the concern of Nigeria is not their own concern. And that's the problem we are facing in our country right now. People are dying of hunger. If he doesn't know that, a lot of people are dying of hunger. And this is inhuman. It is not good at all. You can imagine a whole billionaire man for that matter, talking like this. All of them, they have money. They'll be embezzling our money for a long period of time. And here we are. Nigerian common men are suffering every day. Because of what? Because of their own selfish interest. You know, and it's just so uncalled for. And Nigerians are saying that Nigeria under Lai Muhammed and co. is a dip and sip. If you understand what we are saying, these people dip and sip the economy in the name of leadership. They spend our money in the name of leadership. They embezzle our money all in the name of leadership. 1 minute you hear them from the centrist, and another minute they are the far left doing another thing. They give promise, they don't make the promise. They don't fulfill the promise. And that is what we are facing in our country right now. At the earliest point, we observed him say that Nigeria has distributed 2 billion naira for that matter. It's not a small money. 2 billion naira to its citizens just as soon as we learnt the COVID-19 pandemic entered Nigeria. And now the new agenda is to use the donations which was made to caution the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. Now they're using it to build hospitals and isolation centers. In fact, we don't have a government. We don't have leaders at all. Because it looks as if Nigerians don't think and ask their leaders questions. They take us as if we are nothing. And that's the problem we are having in the country right now. And even did the government not set out some money for the building of hospitals in its COVID-19 containment emergency intervention funds? So these people does not have any money at hand? Or such fund take care of fighting the pandemic? Come on. Donations from citizens to assist fellow citizens in times of need, lockdown and scarcity has become a government fund for that matter. donation that everybody is supposed to benefit from it. Look at what those people are doing with it. And they are using it to run capital projects, executions, infrastructure development. May God forgive all these people. They've suffered us too much. And it's high time for everybody to come out and talk. This struggle is too much. It's getting to the extreme. And Nigerians are saying that, how about you people should fear God and share this to the poor citizens of this country. If not, our God will take vengeance on you people. Abba, how can you say all this is to build hospitals? Look at it. Does it mean that these people does not even have any plan to build hospitals? Does it mean that they don't have any plan for their medical personnel? It shows that they don't have any plan to even create isolation center. So they rely on the donations of people. This is wickedness. And they keep looking at everybody suffering. They said they contributed money. What did they contribute? Do we see any result? Do we see how they share the money? May God forgive all those people. And Nigerians are saying that comment is inhuman from the Minister of Information. If you ask people to stay indoor, what do you intend they eat or feed on within 2 good weeks? I said, please, sir, let's be reasonable. It's unfair and uncalled for. The government can use the money as a palliative measure to the citizens. As we hunger is another virus that can kill. Of course. Hunger can kill somebody, man. It can. But it looks as if these people does not even care about common men. These people does not even care about us at all. They say stay at home. No provision, nothing. I was listening to one news and they were saying that federal government was saying that if you have 5,000 in your bank account, you will not be they will not give you a share. They will not give you money. You can imagine. So is 5,000 naira in money? May God forgive all our leaders. So guys, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Your comment is highly appreciated, and kindly drop your comment at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, I want to say a very big thank you to you, and we'll say God bless you for subscribing. Thank you so much, and always stay safe.